Ice hockey requires 4 simple elements: skates, ice, stick, and puck. No other sport is such a joy to play. College athletes playing in the national spotlight take the game to new limits. When championships are at stake, hockey's joy can be forgotten.
Welcome back to the Providence Civic Center, everybody. Hundreds of Maine fans made the trip down here to watch Maine play in this NCAA regional final, and they're all leaving now, most of them in stunned silence. This great season is over. 3-2 the final. Michigan State beats Maine. The Spartans will go to Albany and play in the Final Four.
Last time I'll probably, get a chance to play with some of my best friends.
#1 nationally from wire to wire. From an outsider's standpoint, this quarterfinal loss in the NCAA tournament here tonight in Providence will have to be considered a failure.
I guess I could accept this a lot easier maybe if we didn't play well. But we played so bloody well, it's like somebody upstairs didn't want us to win.
Pucks International presents Out of the Woods, the video history of Maine hockey's championship season. Hello, everybody. I'm Gary Thorne, and the first hockey game I ever broadcast was right here at the Alfond Arena, home of the University of Maine Black Bears. This program has come a long way since 1977. It's doing it under Coach Sean Walsh, and this season he's given us the opportunity to take a look at this team from the inside out. We've been in the classroom, we've been on the planes, we've been on the buses, we've been inside the locker room. And we invite you to join us for the next hour as we take a look from the inside out at the nation's #1 college hockey team. '92 Olympic goalie Mike Dunham was the cornerstone of the team that lost 3 of its top 4 scorers after their NCAA heartbreak. Maine's offense could count heavily on their all-star captain Jim Montgomery and the 5'4" Pepper Pot Jr. Cal Ingraham. Coach Walsh would need production from his prized recruits like the Ferraro twins from Long Island, Peter and Chris. They came to Orono after making a big splash at last June's NHL draft. The Rangers made Pete the only New Yorker ever taken in the first round. They kept the family intact by selecting Chris in the 4th. Hockey gypsies, the twins have spent the last 6 years moving around the country, developing into world-class snipers. The 3rd freshman star was a 155-pounder named Paul Correa. Last year's Canadian Junior Player of the Year had a reputation that invited stunning comparisons. The defense featured talented juniors Chris Himes and 6'4" strongman Matt Martin. The Black Bears had the luxury of a second all-star goalie in senior Garth Snow. Despite heavy losses, Coach Sean Walsh had plenty of material.
We're obviously going to be tremendously strong in goal. I mean, you could put our 2 goaltenders up against most pro teams, and we wouldn't be taking too much of a back seat. On defense, I think we're going to be very solid, and I think our defense will get better as the season goes on because they're going against our forwards. I see our forwards as being explosive. I think they'll be a little bit inconsistent early.
Correa gained respect from the veterans right away. Admiration from the captain.
I would really like to play with him. I don't know if I'll get that chance, but I would like to play with him because he's a great player and he could set me up for a lot of goals, and in turn I could set him back up for goals, and it would be fun because it's exciting to watch a player with anticipation like he has.
A 4-hour drive north of Boston, tiny Orono, Maine waited impatiently for the next hockey season. The town buzzed on opening day.
I think they're going to have a great season. I think this year they're going all the way.
They lost a lot of stars, didn't they?
Yeah, but they got a lot of stars coming in.
By far, it's the most popular sport in the state, university or semi-professional level.
Alfond Arena is the best home ice advantage this side of the Montreal Forum. 126 consecutive sellouts and a 32-game unbeaten streak. A deadly double for visiting teams. The fans were ready. How about the players?
You ready to play some college hockey?
Looking forward to it. It's going to be exciting. The 2 Ferraros.
Exciting?
Real estate. Yeah.
Starting to figure each other out in practice?
We got to handle each other, the first time we skated together. So, we're really looking forward to playing tonight. See what we can do.
For the freshmen, this was the countdown to their college careers.
this thing together.
Go,
White.
Make sure you make eye contact, boys. You're in it together. Make eye contact.
3, 2, 1.
Live from Alfond Arena in Orono, Maine, the New England Sports Network, in association with the Prime Network, presents exclusive coverage of Hockey East. Maine took advantage of the manic atmosphere and blew out 10th-ranked Providence with 6 second-period goals. All the super freshmen scored.
Moving it over to Ferraro. Ferraro scores!
Little Cal Ingraham displayed the weapon that would haunt Hockey East all season.
Picked off finally by Ingraham. Ingraham, a nifty move. Ingraham is in. He scores! Cal Ingraham, a short-handed goal.
The power play's quarterback found a new receiver, Paul Correa.
We got 3 great forwards up front and the young trio, and I figure if I can just get the puck to them in a good spot, they're going to take care of the rest.
Every time you go down the ice, you know, the puck's on your stick, and you know that Paul made a great pass.
I'm the playmaker on the line, and you know, when they're shooting the puck, our line's are doing well. So they had a great game tonight, and it's a pleasure playing with them.
It was an important goal, and I was pretty happy with it, and I had a great time tonight.
Happy new faces celebrating their first win. 6 months and now 1 game separating Maine hockey from its NCAA heartbreak. A tie the next night did not dampen the spirit brought on by these exceptional freshmen. A defenseman's nightmare, Paul Correa, one-on-one.
Back out to center dime. Back now for Correa. Correa calls the line. Correa cutting in. Correa back behind the goal.
It didn't take long for number 9 to establish himself as the sport's new maestro.
Paul Correa. What a player he is. He's put down there. And no call. He still stays with the puck. Look at him go. The draw is out. Look at Correa centers it.
Maine hockey has another superstar, but he's almost invisible. A hockey guru with incomparable vision. Grant Stanbrook is the sport's top recruiter.
My parents loved them. I mean, they were sold on Maine as soon as they met Grant, and I'm glad that my parents kind of like told me, hey, Maine's the reason, and Grant Stanbrook is the #1 reason why I came to University of Maine.
You know, other schools would bother me, you know, almost daily sometimes, and it got to be so hectic, but he understood that I was in school and I had to concentrate on my schooling, and I was playing hockey too, and he didn't bother me at all, and I really respected the way that they handled the recruiting part of it.
Perseverance brought the Ferraro twins into the woods.
Maine was the only Hockey East school that really kept on us and called us and recruited us heavily, and that, I don't think any other school in Hockey East really recruited us that much.
Once the talent arrives, there is constant pressure to improve, physically and mentally. Players are evaluated with video and modern statistical science as the program seeks perfection.
To not look at this scientifically, to try and find better ways to train your team and better ways to prepare your team to be successful is foolish.
Don't stay in the middle like that.
Walsh is the ringleader, the ultimate communicator, who stops at nothing to get his point across.
2 weeks ago, guys, we tied this team. University of Maine doesn't accept ties, just like it doesn't accept losses. I don't want to see any more joking, laughing around. We've got a job to do, a job we didn't do 2 weeks ago because we weren't ready. We'll make sure we're ready this time.
Through a scheduling quirk, Maine's third and final game versus Providence was their first road game and an important area of focus.
Road mentality for the younger guys is a little phrase I use to describe how you play on the road. We're just going to be quietly efficient tonight. Quietly, intense, and efficient. I can see it in every one of your eyes right now. It's obvious. That's the way I want us to be. When you're looking at them, look at them the same way.
Maine's road success starts with all-world goaltending.
Holbe cutting in, out in front, and stopped by Dunham.
Dunham's family rarely misses a game. Father Ron and Mother Missy are keys to his confidence. Once again, Maine broke open a tight game, flaunting 3 different strengths. The power of Martin Mercier.
Short-handed, what a play by Martin Mercier.
The pure sniping of Chris Ferraro.
Here's Chris Ferraro breaking in. Ferraro holding and firing, scores!
And oh, that speed. 6 seconds from goal mouth to red light.
Comes Montgomery now trying to split the defense. Correa follows. Correa to Ingraham. He scores! Cal Ingraham.
Road mentality and its toughness wins on the road. And we're going to go out and win this game, this period. We're going to beat them this period, all right? Tough, smart, and we're all in it with that camaraderie together. All right, let's go.
Leading 6-1 in the third, the only drama left was Dunham's health when his entire body cramped up.
Garth, Dunny said he was cramping up a little, so make sure you loosen up a little just in case, yeah.
After giving up a late goal, Dunham's body finally surrendered, and Maine finished with another all-star, Garth Snow.
My whole body started to cramp up. I think it's from the heat, and I just didn't feel good out there. I could hardly stand up, and you know, I just had to get off the ice.
The Bears would need a healthy Dunham for their next road trip. Powerhouse Boston University awaited. National Power BU, Maine's chief rival in Hockey East. 2 road games would test the resolve and inner fire of this young team. The captain set the tone.
No f***ing around. These cocky we take them. All right? Every one of us run them. We take them. We're a better team. No two ways about it. Maine is going to take this game. I want everyone laying someone out in the first 10 minutes.
Maine's smaller forwards could not win a physical battle with the Terriers, but it was vital that they didn't back down. BU tried to blast the Bears out of the building, and they whipped Brown Arena into a frenzy. A brilliant rush by Paul Correa kept Maine in the game. It did not satisfy Wolf.
Every time they dump it, somebody runs our defenseman. I mean, God damn it! What did I scream about yesterday? What did I scream about? Block out like you did after I screamed yesterday. Because that's a subtle little thing. It's a subtle little thing. But the fast players don't want to do those things, and that's why you're not getting any chances at the other end. What I like is it's 2-2. I love it. It's 2-2. It's perfect. It's perfect. But I want to see harder.
Defenseman Chris Imes joined the rush, only to have a sure goal stolen out of the air. 2 of the nation's best teams were competing at a chilling pace. One player emerged and took control of the game. Mike Dunham kicked out 40 shots to offset BU's territorial advantage. The late game tie was broken by sophomore Mike Latendresse, a French-speaking transfer whose eligibility was instated just in time.
God damn it, we won this game. We had to win one down here, and you know what we're going to do now? We are not going to let our intensity drop. Not one bit. Because I'll guarantee you something. You want to play for just a walk away in this league, you're playing for it tomorrow night. Because you beat them tomorrow night, and it's over, boys, early. And we're just walking.
Never played on a winning team like this before, and it's incredible to play such a good team like Boston University and beat them, because in the past, like I just said, I've never been on a winning team. It's great to be a part of it.
They're really strong, and they love to hit, especially at home, because it gets their crowd going. So I mean, they like to recruit those big players. Especially they all wear those down the shoulder pads, which make them look even bigger.
Yeah, I took 4 or 5 spears after the whistle, during the pile-ups, but that was to be expected. We knew they'd be hyper. We were hyper. It was a great college hockey game today.
An escape to the suburbs for Saturday's pregame meal.
Hi, Kent. How are you? Nice to see you.
Dottie LeCouture, Dave's mom, has been feeding the Maine hockey players on their trips to Boston for the last 4 years. It takes a lot to fill up the towering Matt Martin.
Dressing down here this week.
You know what? He's dressing already.
Okay.
You want more, Maddie?
Yeah, maybe I'll put a little bit more.
Oh, okay.
Sure, at the top of the circle, that's praying for that goalie to flip the puck over like that, and it bounced over, and I brought it back and got it right into those guys.
Yeah, he's hoping he
Oldest son Dave is a source of pride for Bill LeCouture.
Pre-game strategy here. Pops tell me what to do here. Ever since I was a little kid, I've always come off the ice and talked to my parents. And they really give me good constructive criticism, and I really appreciate that. They help me in any way they can, and they'll tell me when I play bad, and they'll tell me when I play good.
I've been in hockey a long time in sports because my husband coaches, and I've never seen a bunch of boys be such a family.
This night's starting goalie, Garth Snow, stayed active, while last night's starter took a well-deserved rest inside. A report card from the rookie.
Yeah, we had a nice chocolate cake with a little sweet frost.
It's excellent.
If you had to give it a letter grade, if this were a course.
A+.
Nice. No question about it?
No question.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Bye. Take care of yourself. Good luck tonight.
Bonding as a family, Maine skaters huddled in the hostile arena. Skill rather than luck would carry them this night. Few people on the planet, other than Paul Correa, could make this assist, and Imes got his goal a day late. The freshman showed he can work a power play, setting up Maine native Eric Fenton for his 7th goal in 9 games. The blowout led to frustration, which ignited a rare but furious fight. BU's veteran coach Jack Parker had his version of how it all started. Quebecer Mercier would miss the next game, but helped rally the club by standing up for his mates. Walsh collected his troops and got them out of town, walking away in the hockey East Ends. A Thanksgiving tournament in Alaska brought these Black Bears eye to eye with the first cousins, and gave freshman Jamie Thompson a chance to work on his throwing arm. Master blaster Matt Martin slapped in the title-clinching goal against Fairbanks. The season's first championship inspired a special post-game ritual.
Stand and drink a toast once again. Every loyal Maine man sing. Drink to all the happy hours. Drink to the careless days. Drink to Maine Alman. To cause our hearts always. Woo! Woo!
Even though Maine was undefeated entering December, this young Maine hockey team had a lot to learn, and that's the responsibility of their head coach, Sean Walsh. So let's sit in on a classroom viewing of University of Maine Division I hockey with Professors Walsh and Montgomery and get an inside look at this game.
I'm going through his legs here. Yep. Hey, I'm going through his legs here, so if you want to cut through.
Number 29.
You guys are up a little too soon, Twins, okay? Especially you, Pete, as the center. Come back to the puck deeper and you get more room to operate. Merce, yeah, let me tell you your problem. You think you're an offensive player. Just work hard. Don't be negative. You're like this all the time the last 5 games. You start just working hard, things will come for you. Don't worry about anything else, okay? You be the hardest worker on our team.
Frank, you make that call?
No, he cut right underneath him, Jimmy.
Yeah, he gained the blue line, then he cut.
No, then he took a little.
Jim, what do you say? It's an automatic penalty. It's not tonight, I guess, huh? Push them off sides. Call 1 penalty on them.
Pete. Go change sticks if you're tired. You got the draw.
Yeah! Nice passing. Way to move the puck. Great one touch.
I just don't want any 3-on-2s, Pete, Chris. Chris, what are you doing? When are you going to learn? It's your guy. You need that to happen to you, Chris. We're not going to go anywhere if you don't learn.
Okay, Mac, enough, Mac, enough. Wait, you all right, Dunny? Get slashed in the hand? Perhaps let's make sure. He just got slashed in the hand. He's a catalyst of our team. We can't have him hurt, all right, Drew?
All right, you seem to.
Yeah, all right.
Black, you got to perfect that stuff. Can you go around them with your reach? You had all kinds of room on that, didn't you? That's one of those things that's easy from here. Don't worry about it.
Holy Frankie! How can you let that go? That wasn't a hit from behind, Frankie.
Okay, listen. Last 5 minutes, I'm going to play you two. I want you to finish every check. At the point here, you're going by, guys, okay? Finish your man every time, all right? Show me you deserve to be on the ice now.
Okay? Just finish your man. Get him, get him! Around!
Great game, kid. Don't worry about it. Great game.
We've got enough physical talent, I'll tell you that. No doubt. So right now, we're not smart enough. It'll come, but we have to recognize it.
Now 3 tremendous hockey players go to Europe proud as hell. Do a great job because you're representing the best program in the country over there.
Korea and the Twins flew to Sweden for the prestigious World Junior Championships as the team fragmented over Christmas. The freshmen were already World Junior veterans, Paul for Canada and the Ferraros for the United States. Ironically, the three faced each other on opening day. While Canada won the war 3-0, Peter won this battle.
Korea for Best. In front for Korea. Back to the line. A coin with a shot.
You rock here.
I know. I didn't even know it was you. I looked up. I didn't even know that was you.
You didn't know it was him because we got a good shot of it.
Do you? Well, I looked up and I didn't know it was him, and until the last minute I knew it was him, and I just wanted to finish him off.
Their college teammates were 9 time zones away, playing a tournament in Los Angeles.
We kind of like it. We're more excited to come here than we were to Alaska, though. A little warmer weather.
Taking on national champ Lake Superior State in the final, senior Kent Selfie played the game of his life, scoring a goal and setting up Jamie Thompson with a classic backhand pass to spark a huge win.
Lake Superior is the best 60 minutes I've ever put together in college. You know, things were going well. I was getting a lot of quality ice time, which was good. It helps build your confidence. And I felt like the team needed me to score some goals and contribute offensively if we were going to win the games.
Trophy number 2 as the Black Bears defended their Great Western title. To the victors go the spoils. Poolside R&R in the California desert.
Thinking about Paul and the Twins right now, trudging to their game in snow. What an honor. We're still number 1.
Back in Sweden, the U.S. was scrambling back into medal contention, most of their offense coming from the Ferraros. Chris finished with 4 goals, 7 assists. Pete led the U.S. with 7 goals. He too had 11 points. In a case of too little, too late, the U.S. finished 4-3 and out of the medals. Canada, on the other hand, clinched the gold in record time. Based largely on his superb performance versus favorite Sweden, Paul Kariya was named first team All-World. After another title in Cleveland, the Bears finally came home to their adoring fans in highly ranked Miami of Ohio.
I love playing good teams. This is why we scheduled it. I love playing good teams because we'll find out a lot about ourselves again tonight. But I don't think they respect us. They still think we're a 4th-place team in their league.
This time, Chris Imes provided the heroics with this tie-breaking goal to spark Maine's skeleton crew to a 4th title and the nation's best record at 21-0-1. While Selfie, Walsh, and company celebrated in the Dexter Room, the Ferraro twins touched down and spent a starry night at Madison Square Garden, perhaps dreaming of the last time they played in a Rangers uniform when they won the Pee Wee Championship for the Rye New York Rangers back in '87. Fantasy and reality were hard to distinguish on this magical night.
That was all right. Go better.
Unless you're not the coach there or not. Are you supposed to be out there?
He's home.
kid? Yeah, sir.
A night for the treasure chest, but soon time to rejoin their Maine teammates in a bid for the perfect season. After nearly a month apart, the team was finally united.
And I win this draw here, we're going.
I was extremely proud. We were over there at the championship, and we heard all the scores, and it was just terrific for the team to continue on winning.
A B-plus student, Paul takes his academics seriously.
Est-ce que vous avez une chute là dans la région des reins?
French is part of his busy curriculum. Education is an option that separates him from his world junior teammates.
They have made a commitment really when they're 15 years old that they want to be pro hockey players, and they're putting every ounce of energy into doing that. And if you look at the guys here, I mean, you go into a dressing room, guys are talking about their business exam or their math exam or what's going on in school.
Let's go to work. It's been a while since we played. Let's go, 9.
Clarkson was the first test of the new semester, and Maine failed the first period.
Hockey's a tough sport. You got to win the one-on-one battles. You got to go to the day. 8 grade A's, we had 2. Now I want to find out what the hell we're made of. Come back to the puck and play defense.
The Black Bears finally fought back to take a brief lead in the third. But on this night, Clarkson had Dunham's number. And with 2 third-period scores, Maine was 2 minutes from their first defeat.
He's got the posy boy. He's got the posy boy. Wait a minute. Watch that back.
Yeah, that's your job.
Peter Ferraro did his job, Kel Ingraham finished it, and miraculously, Maine escaped with a tie.
We weren't sharp. Part of that was Clarkson, part of that was our layoff. Reminded me a lot of our NCAA game last year.
Saturday is Garth Snow's turn in goal, and the Black Bears made his life easy. Senior Dave LeCouture muscled home 2 goals in the 6-0 win.
Another short-handed goal!
And Snow picked up his 5th career shutout, facing a mere 16 shots. Maine's undefeated season has the out-of-town press paratrooping into Orono as they became media darlings. A 9-game win streak followed the tie, causing a spiral of electronic media.
We were Islander fans, but that changed real quick.
Here's Cal Ingraham off for Jim Montgomery. He won the score! Paul Correa.
The ultimate compliment, sharing space with the heavenly bodies. Finally, a chance to relax. A day in Boston with no responsibilities. Transportation was up to the players as they rendezvoused at Faneuil Hall.
What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? I am. Sweet, right?
Nothing like a cold beer to wash down a couple of cheesesteaks.
Root beer. He was my roomie my freshman year.
Yeah?
I had to pick up after him stuff. Biggest slobs on the team right here, so you got.
Hey, why don't you get the couples over there? See how nervous Correa is.
While the goal scorers worked on their social skills, Derek Fenton revealed his dental history.
I've got a lot of chipped teeth from hockey, but the missing tooth is from a bar.
Is there any retaliation?
He sucker punched me, actually. I didn't see it coming.
That's what I meditate about before a game. The Victoria's Secrets. Okay, get this.
Thank you.
Social animals, the Black Bears blended with the locals.
Anyone for a chocolate chip cookie? Thanks,
You ever seen Top Gun?
I said yes.
He doesn't know how to fly a plane. That's me.
How much do I need to get to Riverside?
Meal money safely invested. Time to get back to the hotel. Jack Parker and his BU Terriers were in town to spoil Maine's undefeated season. The stakes were high. Maine could clinch Hockey East with a win.
I think the major thing is don't think, skate. Don't think, you just skate. We're going to play the game that makes Bob Correa great, Jimmy Montgomery great, Murphy one of the best defensemen in the league, Matty Martin right with him, right around the room. We are going to play our hockey game, okay? I want you aggressive.
Chris Ferraro got the offense rolling immediately, and the Maine juggernaut nearly skated BU out of the arena.
Brennan trying to cover up. Tardif scores! Pat Tardif! 8:04.
Parker called time, changed goalies, and stopped the bleeding. The Terriers chipped in 2 late goals to get back in the game 6-4 after 2.
Early in the year, the dream. Now it's in front of you. Now it's in front of you. You parked the last 4 minutes. You played 16 overwhelming minutes, then you got on your heels. Screw it, we won the period. Let's get off our heels and on our toes. This is what you worked for. It's right in front of you.
It was not to be. The third period unfolded like a Stephen King novel. Maddening turns and bizarre bounces. The Terriers managed 2 third-period goals, sending the game into the netherworld of sudden death overtime. Kristen Dunham, Mike's sister, had a bad premonition. In overtime, the Bears got caught in no man's land, and Dunham found himself facing 2 streaks of red.
Bommaker and Prendergast. Bommaker's in. Prendergast scores! Prendergast scores! And the winning streak is over for Maine.
For the first time since December 7, 1990, Maine entered their own locker room with a loss.
It's not how hard you fall, it's how quick you get up. And if you didn't come to play tonight, you know who you are. You better come to play tomorrow night. Good work habits. Good work habits. It's not how hard you fall. It's how fast you come up, and thank God we're playing them tomorrow.
The morning after, time to break down the loss.
Here's a big didn't like that's got to be handled. Celebrating. Pat Tardif worked harder after his goal than he did on every shift all night except for one shift. He was working so hard celebrating at center ice. If I was BU, I'd get off the bench and pop you right in the head.
It's been a trying year for Tardif, whose dad was critically ill this fall.
You have to be strong mentally, and what I try to do, I was trying to call home as many times as I could, and just to get some news, and there's nothing I could do really. So I was just trying to play my game. I knew that my dad would be happy if I would just play hard.
Palmfield Tardif managed a final trip to the Elfond in November to see his son play.
I knew it was going to be one of his last games, and because he was getting worse every day, basically. I really wanted to play hard for him that weekend, and that weekend I got 8 points. I gave him the puck, and just to see his face, the feeling he had in his face, basically made the whole season for me.
Touching down in L.A. a month later, Pat got the tragic news.
So I just said, well, I'm just going to play those 2 games and play him for my dad. I scored the first goal there, the first game, and that was for him, and I was very proud of it. And I still got the puck, and I'll always keep it. I just try to work hard at it because I think he's still watching me, and it's a good feeling I have.
Tardif would need all his strength for the rematch with the Terriers.
So we're going to keep being snarly. Snarly! Do you understand, gentlemen? Let's go to work!
On his first shift, Chris Imes launched this rocket, and the Bears never allowed BU in the game. Despite being held scoreless, Tardif was tenacious and stood up to the BU defenseman all night. His soulmate, Mike Latendresse, was a 150-pound missile.
You don't think you can play the body.
You just visualize Latendresse, Deck, and Pratt. He ran them. Then he ran Jobert.
The Quebecer can also pass, springing Chris Ferraro to set off a wild celebration. One day after total disaster, Maine was celebrating their second straight Hockey East regular season title. Tardif had a private celebration for two. Maine ended the season with 4 wins and had some unfinished business ahead.
And there's something else up there that we're missing. I'm not going to say what it is. You people know what it is. But we're going to put it together and we're going to bring that thing home.
The blizzard of '93 accompanied Northeastern into Orono for the Hockey East quarterfinals. Paul Correa's touch passing helped him break the school scoring record. And Cal Ingraham scored his NCAA-leading 42nd goal. The sweep of the Huskies advanced Maine into the semis. The Bears' newest fan paid his respects after the game.
Should be congratulated and feel proud about what you've done here at Maine, and proud about what you're going to do this spring. So you got an opportunity here of a lifetime. I wish you luck.
Boston. You can't dominate Eastern hockey without winning here. The venue, Boston Garden, oozing hockey tradition. The Bears were finally healthy, getting 3 players back for the semis. Salfon, Lacouture, and Saunders.
I shot! I wasn't sure if I was going to be making it because its stomach pull's pretty serious, and it treated it pretty hard. And it's good to be back in the Garden. I haven't played here before, so which way does it for me?
Lowell shocked the Bears in the second period, scoring twice in less than a minute to take the lead. For the first time in his career, Mike Dunham was pulled. Tenacious corner work by Cal Ingraham finally freed up the puck, which he calmly passed to Kent Selfon. The second time was a charm, and the Bears were tied after 2.
Okay, it's a whole fresh game. It's a fresh game now. We're going to find out who's going to win one-on-one battles, who's going to park frustrations. Essentially, fellas, who can we count on in the NCAA tournament? Who can we count on? That's what I'm going to find out this period.
Walsh put Peter Ferraro with the Frenchman, and the line made some noise.
Oh, what a shift by these guys. What a shift.
Tucker bumped by Montgomery. Ingraham for Correa. He scores! Paul Correa!
I think the thing that's uppermost in my mind is that this is 2 straight games we gave up 5 goals. And I can't blame the goalies for one of them. We're letting down defensively, boys. The wrong time of the year.
Their opponent in the final, BU. Who else?
I want you smoking people. Smoking people in the center zone. They dump it, you hammer them.
Snow, who plays like another defenseman, took the advice to heart. Then the captain struck.
Back out to center with it, Jim Montgomery. Montgomery along with Ingraham and Correa. Here's Montgomery right in. Scores! Montgomery! Well, help out he did in a big way.
Aggressively beyond the goal crease. Watch
Snow was impenetrable, maintaining the 1-goal lead after 2.
Gentlemen, this is your last midterm. Who the going to win the danger zone battles? Who's going to get the puck out in a playoff game?
Murphy knocked him down, and Imes will carry. Imes leads a 3-on-2. Finds Montgomery. Montgomery's in. He scores! Montgomery from Imes at 12:55, and Maine is flying 4-1.
Maine fans were ready to call the Garden Elfon South.
Everybody's got 1.5 shifts left for championship number 6.
Imes was rapidly becoming Mr. March. By smoking BU 5-2, the Black Bears did what no Hockey East tournament team has ever done. Repeat.
I'm going to congratulate you. To repeat in this league is a hell of an accomplishment. Hell of an accomplishment. We've got 6 now championships, but you want to know something? Number 7's heaven. Number 7's heaven, boys. Christ, 4 of their goals, he was falling down. It was pretty smart, you know, if you go into a top goalie.
You know, the thing that's happened to you, the great seasons, I mean, one of the greatest sports seasons ever you've put together in any major sport in this country. Yet, because you didn't win it last year, it's like your season is only starting now.
Well, that's true, and you know what I have to shake my head about is that last year we had all the expectations. I went into this year saying, thank God we lost all these guys. We're not going to have anybody expecting a lot. Lo and behold, 2 weeks into the year, we're number 1 again, and we don't give it up. So here we are with expectations again.
I guess one of the things you've got to think about, even though you would never say it publicly and certainly not to the team, what about if you don't win?
Friday, before we play on Saturday in Worcester, I'm going to bring the team into a children's hospital just to put it all in perspective, because it's not the end of the world, you know, and nobody's going to take away what this team's accomplished. But the bottom line right now is it's before the fact, and I don't want to deal with that. I want to win this thing.
There you go.
The Children's Hospital in Worcester, where the whole team fell in love with a cancer patient named Kenny.
We'll meet at 6:45. It's about 10 after now, so we're a little bit early, but that's okay.
This is it, boys. It's just another game. Everyone, it's just another game. All right? Make the extra look, like Murph said yesterday, make the play. We're the best team here.
With talent like number 9, who could argue? Certainly not the 8,000 faithful who came down from Maine. Fenton set the tone early, and Correa set the table for Montgomery. The offense was on track. Walsh wanted more.
Let's stay on it now. Let's stay on that puck. Let's keep attacking them.
Dunham was sharp early, while Dad sweated out each save.
There was a couple they had in close. They had a few. But other than that, you know, they had a lot of outside shots, and it's a lot easier making those saves.
Playing against home state friends from Minnesota, Imes delighted in yet another goal.
Tell you, playoffs are coming, the puck's going in the net at the right time of the year. I don't know. Can't complain.
More magic. Ingraham to Montgomery. The route was on, but Walsh demanded focus.
And every one of you veterans think about last year and your feeling in this situation. You think about something tough. You think about that bald-headed kid at the hospital. You think about that kid. That little sucker, that little Kenny goes in for chemo every week. What do you say we dedicate this period to that little smiling kid?
More offense from the defense as Matt Martin helped Maine wrap up their first ever NCAA road win, 6-2 over Minnesota. The captain was on a mission.
If you got the C on your jersey, you know, I think you got to show the younger guys that you got to do everything to win. Just my will to win. That's all I'm working on. You know, I think if my will to win is there with my ability, I think I'm going to do well, and that's what's happening right now. I'm being fortunate.
His second trip to the Final Four, Montgomery was ready to take the next step.
Before, I don't think we were content, but I think we were a little nervous, you know, and it was a bunch of us. We were there, and like no one took charge. And that's why I'm trying to do this. Is I'm trying to make sure, you know, that we don't let a minute go without playing our hardest. If we're doing that, you know, I think our chances to win are great because I don't think anyone can play with us.
The Final Four in Milwaukee, Maine's last stop on the road to the championship. From here, the directions were simple.
Short, unselfish shifts. Shoot low, Chris, Cal. You goal scorers that can snipe, get it low. Because we're all humans, we're all going to make mistakes, myself included. Don't even worry about it. Let's stay positive. Let's win the 60-minute war. We don't care who wins the little battle. But you do those main commandments. James, it's your team, it's your locker room. I'll leave you alone.
We've been the best team all year, boys. Nothing gonna stop us now. Don't matter what happens in the first period, second period, third period. It's a 60-minute game. No one can play with us 20 players for 60 minutes, all right? No one. Calm, we're a confident bunch. We're gonna win this thing. Like I said before, I'm confident in every one of you. Every one. Let's do the job, let's win this game. Let's play Saturday night. Later.
Garth Snow lived out a goalie's nightmare.
And Wiseman keeping Korea off the puck. Here come the Wolverines. The shot to score.
Michigan scored on their first 2 shots in the opening period.
It's not a good feeling when the first couple of shots go in, but I think I struggled after that. Maybe I didn't have the confidence that I should have had, but I just tried to come out and play for the W.
Cal Ingraham's individual effort salvaged the first period for the Black Bears. 2-1 Michigan.
They won the neutral zone that period. They're flying around. You're this far from him, and then he breaks and he's got you beat. You're too goddamn soft. You didn't play snarly at all except when you went to the net. In the neutral zone, you played watching hockey. You just watch it. You're this far from your guy. That's not good enough, god damn it.
You can't handle that pressure, boys, in that forecheck.
You guys are just standing there like you're in cement shoes. Well, that's the first period and it's over. It's over. Get your feet moving this time.
The newest member of Maine's power play, Matt Martin, tied the game with this blast. And the Bears applied the pressure. But a lapse in the neutral zone gave the swift Wolverines too much skating room, and Maine trailed once again. Snow overcame his slow start to keep Maine within a goal after 2 periods.
We're a much better team. I realized at that period. We're a much better team. I guarantee over there they're talking about holding on, holding on, holding on. You realized you were a better team that period because you did your job. Let's just execute. Everything else will take care of itself. Don't miss the net. Get in their jersey in the neutral zone, and by all means, break without the puck. Let's go. Let's go.
The nation's most potent offense, desperate for a goal. Someone had to step up soon, or the season was over.
Z, Mike, let's go.
Halfway through the third, Pat Tardif beat Michigan with this wraparound, but the puck also eluded the ref. Unaware the net had tilted forward, he ignored the appeal. Maine had to find another way to score, and fast, or the clock would count them out. With just over 4 minutes to play, the captain exerted his will. College hockey's smartest player made this last-minute bid. Seconds later, the Bears nearly lost sight of their goal.
Face-off breakdown. Got to be careful here. They lost the goal. Yep.
30 seconds, and it's a 3-on-1 developing for the Wolverines. Over the main line, the shot by Stivers wide.
New life for college hockey's #1 team. Time to regroup for the sudden death session.
Replay showed, Patty, that was in, but that's life. Little adversity for us doesn't hurt. We know it was in, we're going to get them. That's why we're the one that's going to win it. We can't give them a 3-on-1 or 2-on-1. We're going to go after them again. They're not in the condition you are, and they're not as smart as you. They can run, but they can't hide. They disallowed a goal that counted. As long as we play smart, no 2-on-1s. Snowy, it's your game, and you're winning it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, guys. They can run, but they can't hide, boys.
A team loaded with scoring stars got their breakthrough goal from an unlikely source. Lee Saunders, 7th of the season, sent the Black Bears to a place they had never been, the championship game.
Congratulations.
I was in a buzz for a sec. It was like, wow, we won the game. I didn't care. I mean, I scored the goal, but it's like, you win a game in overtime, it's like, let's just go nuts, you know? That's how I think about it. It's try to go as a team. You win as a team, you lose as a team. We won as a team tonight, and that's especially, it's a big game to win, too.
Were you thinking at all of flashing back to the Michigan State game at all?
It's funny, it was 3-2, just like it. We were dominating them, just like in the third period last year. But you know, different teams, and it's a different year, and we got a different team, and I wasn't thinking, I was only thinking positive thoughts.
Before the face-off, Jimmy gave me a little nod that he was going to the net, and, you know, he just busted through that guy and got it over to me, and I was luckily able to sneak by the defenseman. He didn't even lay a hand on me, and he got it over. And, you know, just a great effort by Jimmy, and all I had to do was bang it in the open net.
Do you have a sneaking suspicion about this season?
Possibly, yeah. We've been very formidable opponents in either BU or Lake Superior, but we can give them a very good game, and yes, these guys are ready.
But you know, you've said it for a while now, and give me your eyes. You're on a mission. You're on a mission. And the mission's not over. It's not over. It is not over.
In the early 1900s, a prep school hockey player came onto the scene with such superior talent that he revolutionized his sport. His brilliant play at Princeton University gained him legend status, so much so that college hockey honors its top player by awarding a trophy in his name, the Hobey Baker Award. This season, Hobey's brilliance has been rekindled by 18-year-old Paul Correa, who is rapidly shaping his own legend. An artist with the gift to improve the players around him, Paul instilled a winning harmony to the Black Bears. Despite his selfless nature, number 9 is an incomparable solo act.
With Correa, here's Correa against Cornforth. Correa cutting in, he scores! Paul Correa!
The media had never awarded the Hobey to a freshman, which got Walsh on the case.
I don't think there's anything in the Hobey Baker criteria that stipulates what class a player has to be. So that should answer a question about whether or not he deserves it. If he was a senior or junior and had these points, he'd be the runaway winner. So I mean, it should be a moot point.
Which is more important to Correa, the Hobey or NCAA gold?
Well, there's no question that you know, we're gunning for the NCAA championship, and just like at the World Juniors, I mean, you know, we won the gold, and I was fortunate to make the All-World team. But you know, if I would have just been on the All-World team, we didn't win the gold, then you know that wouldn't be that important to me. So you know, if the Hobey comes, that's great. But the important thing is the national championship.
With the title game a day away, the Milwaukee Ballroom was packed with media and Maine fans eager to see if history would be made. The suspense ended early.
Winner of the Hobey Baker Award from the University of Maine.
I couldn't have won this award without the help and support of my teammates, especially Jim Montgomery. Coach Walsh, thank you very much for all the support you've given me. Last October, when I came here for my recruiting visit, I got a chance to meet all the players and the coaches and everything else, but one of the big things that made me decide to come to the University of Maine is all you people back there.
Hobey Correa, the ultimate team player. The final day together as a team, the last pregame meal.
Yeah. Last morning, skate this morning. Smell.
Yeah, definitely not the last game ever. Together with this team, we take them to the limit. I just want to finish it off right.
Send it to me. We're ready.
Month and a half ago, we lost to BU. We came out with an entirely different focus the next night. A focus that's put you at your best. We carry that anger that we had that night into our one-on-one battles, into the way we play. Nothing else.
All right, boys. This is what we've been waiting for all year. We're the best team. We've done it all year. Let's have some fun and just win another game. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's do it. Come on, flying now.
Maine struck instantly as Pat Tardif rifled this wrist shot. Imes went deep and found Chris Ferraro. 2-0 Maine. Maine's onslaught continued. Mike Latendresse had a chance to break the game open, but a slight hesitation and the moment was lost. Instead of a first period blowout, Lake Superior had closed within one. It was hard not to think back on what could have been.
Nobody satisfied in here, boys. Nobody. You keep going on their D and don't be cute. You don't lose a battle. I'll tell you one thing. I saw Lacouture in center zone staring at the puck, and he wasn't the first guy. You better not stare at the puck. You pick up somebody and get in his goddamn jersey.
Dave Lacouture might never remember the second period after being blindsided by a ferocious hit. The knockdown symbolized the change of momentum as the ice seemed to tilt toward the Maine net for the entire period. 3 times the Lakers burned Dunham as the puck stayed in the Maine Bears' end for minutes at a time. Walsh could only watch as the Lakers seized control. 4-2.
Forget that period, okay? Garth's going to go for his puck skills. We got to get some offense when they dump it in. We can't just around with it behind the net. So he'll go in for starters. That's my first decision. The rest of you have to just park everything. We get plenty of time, okay? Plenty of time with our offense.
Everyone just get refocused and get a lot of energy because we're coming back to win this game. We're coming back to win.
Come on now, huh, guys?
All right, come out scheming now. We're all right. Plenty of hockey left. You can't hold us down.
Work harder, guys. Let's work harder.
We won the first period, they won that period. It's no problem. It's a 60-minute game. We just can't afford to have guys standing around here staring at the puck and have a guy come back door and score. You hold them to 4, you're going to win the game. Guarantee it. Patty, get that head up. We're okay. But hey, we got more than enough offense to come right back. Forget the score. Forget the score. All right? I told you got to be patient. We got to be patient. You got to shoot the puck. Look out, my boys, and then it's going to turn around. We're going to get one, and you got to believe. You got to believe.
It started with a grind in the corner until he heard his name. A 1-goal game with 14 minutes to play. Lake Superior dump-ins became Garth's snow outlet passes, and the Bears were back in charge. This innocent play resulted in Montgomery's 300th career point and a tie game, but the job wasn't done yet. Skating the wing with the game on his stick, Correa fed his captain. 100 points for the freshman and a natural hat trick for Montgomery. A torturous final test for Snow. But the hockey gods smiled on Maine. The Black Bears were champions.